The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Atlanta Falcons. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Already here, they'll audible to something else. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. Nowhere to go that time. Might have got the yard up to the 25.
The tackle made by
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 9. Robinson with another carry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd down and 8. Now Penix. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. Touchdown, Falcons! Deebo Samuel, 59 yards. And the Falcons have struck first in this NFC title game. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7. Giants nothing. Youngway Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Play action now. Dart. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that will bring up 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
First down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, New York.
Throwing his dart. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain
of 16 yards. First down, New York.
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Ready?
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Let's go. Viking 18. 72.
Off the option, here's Henry. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That good for 19 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Henry going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Dart will throw it on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because Cover was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This 2nd and 4. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
And looking to throw, Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. And this is incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Penix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the deep.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Now here's Samuel on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Robinson up the middle. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
To the air, Penix. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now a 2nd and 10. Algier now up the middle. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out. Touchdown, Giants! Malik Neighbors, 65 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your turkey bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
That one deep for London. That's caught at the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Drake London, 71 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Oh, some strong running. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A play fake, and now it's Dart. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. In motion comes the tight end left. To throw is Dart. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. They'll throw with Penix. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Looking to throw, Penix. Setting up the screen, here's Algier. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing again, Penix. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the 1st half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Penix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Penix. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons are able to stretch out their lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Younghoe Koo on the kickoff for Atlanta.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. They'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
9 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll...
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
A play fake. Now Penix. That's complete to Mooney.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Penix working out of the gun here.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Darnell Mooney.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Falcons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Giants 7. Younghoe Koo.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, Might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He was brought down by Luke O'Rourke. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
To the air, Dart. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. Then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Clark Phillips has got it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
And he stopped immediately there. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
He's able to get it to Coleman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Dumps this one off to Algier. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Touchdown, Falcons! Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are an extra point away from going up by 30. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Slot man moves right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 31 yards. And the Giants first down.
A first down carry for Henry.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Dart going to look to throw here. That's complete. It's Neighbors.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually...
And all the way in! Touchdown, New York!
Rondale Moore.
32 yards!
And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Starting the drive with Algier.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage.
Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Keon Coleman.
64 yards.
And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, All coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
23 yards. And the Giants first down.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Here's Dart. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Over the middle, and there's a diamond catch. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 44 yards.
Pick up of 44 yards. That's another Giants.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Derrick Henry from 4 yards out. And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Point after try forthcoming. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game.
Falcons 44, Giants 21.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. That George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions oh so close as they try to finish this one off. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Algier going straight ahead. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. 2nd year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000 with the Vikings and Dante Culpepper. Also his first year as a starter. But this would be something I think would be very noteworthy.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 72.
Back to throw. Cotton. He's got this to Algier. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Algier. is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Moore now on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing his dart. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now a first carry here for their running back. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. And this will be caught. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll run it again with Henry. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Derrick Henry with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like the Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Bronco 80. Go.
And they will take a knee here.
Set the knee. Cougar 19. Ready.
And they take a knee. And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.